Hey everyone, Techni here with the build finally. Now if you've been with me along this path, I highly appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. We did the unboxing of the graphics card, then we did the test with the graphics card with my current build with the 2600 in there and everything, and we had some great results. If you haven't checked it out, I'll leave that link right down in the description for you as well, in case you're interested in one of these new 5700 XT graphics card with an older processor like the 2600 I was using in there. So anyways, what we're going to be doing here is not really like a true complete build. It's almost like a few upgrades here. We're going to be taking out the 2600, taking out this B450 Gaming Plus MSI motherboard, and we'll take out the Vega 64. I actually have the 5700 XT installed right now, but anyways, I had a Vega 64 that'll be coming out. We're putting in the Ryzen 5 3600X here, the MSI 5700 XT, and then the ASRock X570 Steel Legend motherboard. So again, as far as our core components and everything, we're going to be upgrading those. We're not changing out fans and case or anything, but as far as our main components, those are going to be swapping. Alright, we finally have everything installed. The graphics card, the processor, new motherboard and everything. Now I know someone out there is thinking, man, why? Because it looked like a little bit of a jumble in there, right? Like I had wires everywhere and fans and stuff. My whole goal was I didn't want to open a back panel. I didn't want to have to redirect all of my wires and do all this wire management. The only issue I had to redirect the USB cable in there and then one fan cable right there. So other than that, that was super easy. I just had to pop out the back, undo a couple zip ties and redirect those rather than going back there and messing with everything. I kind of wanted to take it out, shove it aside, and then plop it in. Kind of like a surgery rather than a build. You know what I mean? Just a surgery. Kind of plop it in there. It was tough having to manage through a lot of the stuff, but we got it done. And it was a lot easier because, again, I didn't have to go through that backside and mess with it. I got my wire management already done back there, and I just wanted to leave it. So anyways, a couple things I want to point out real quick as far as this board, if you're looking at it and everything. Really cool board, really heavy duty. I really like it. A whole bunch of connection, fan ports, LED headers and stuff. I mean, 2 M.2s. I think you got 6 SATA slots in there. I mean, so many ports. It is just absolutely awesome. But one thing I did run into, which is kind of a stinker, where we have the graphics card connected right here, they got the USB ports right underneath it and then a fan header right underneath there. So you kind of have to get those cables that are going to be coming out as an L right there, which I didn't have on hand, which really stunk, So, I mean, that's kind of a stinker to have those right there. So just keep that in mind. If you plan on using those headers right there, you're going to have to get those L cables. But anyways, let's get to the fun part and go plug this bad boy up and see how it performs. Actually, let's hope it works first, right? Anyways, Battlefield 5 right here, we've been playing, our settings are on high. I didn't go in there and adjust all these little things. I just put it straight up on high right there. Again, no overclocking, just pretty much plugged and played. And we're staying in the low hundreds, like 112, 110, if not higher. That's in any heated moment or anything. I have not budged 100 yet. I have not gone below 100. And again, that's no overclocking, no nothing. Again, just plug and play 115. We got all this going on here right now. No lag. I'm playing 1440p. I want to find somebody. 1440p at 144 hertz here as well. And again, I have not budged below 100 at all. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Got him. 105. Again, no matter what's going on here, let's look at here. Oh, no, he's right there. So 120. No matter what's going on, a heated moment with that fire, the sparks, the grenades, the gunshots, anything like that, never ever budge below 100. And again, we're at 1440p here. And we still have overclocking we can dabble with. Alright, so I just went into the Adrenaline software right there, and I dabbled with it a little bit. I actually applied that auto overclocking, because honestly, I don't know how to dabble with all that overclocking stuff. So I just pressed the auto overclocking, and I'm staying around 120s, 130s. Again, I'm set on high across the game here. I didn't go into just shadows or terrain or anything like that. Just straight up high across the board right here, 1440p. And I have not dropped below around like 110. Maybe I'll catch like 109, 108 here and there, but usually I'm up into 120s, 130s. Alright, so as far as Battlefield 5 right here, fantastic results. I'm very happy with it. Again, I didn't dabble with any of the settings. When I get in there and start dabbling with some of my settings and whatnot, I'm sure I'll be able to even gain a few more frames out of it. But again, at 1440p, I mean, really, really happy with it right here. Now, one thing you might have noticed in the background, you might have been hearing the graphics card starting to wind up, and you start to hear the wind blowing back there, right? But that's when I put on that auto overclocking right there. It honestly did start to get a little loud. I wouldn't say loud, but I heard it. It wasn't like an annoying sound by any means, you know what I mean? But I did start to hear it. So, I don't know. I might try to put it back onto the regular and just kind of tweak it and dabble with it a little bit. I mean, I still need to go into the BIOS and adjust my my fans within the case right there and everything. But again, going to that auto overclocking, I did hear the graphics card wind up quite a bit. Now, one other thing real quick, coming right out of Battlefield right there, we had that auto overclock on, and our temperature was 87 degrees right there. Coming out on an average of 80. Alright, now real quick, while this game's firing up here, I just want to let you know that these are some just some stag temperatures right here. Our average is right at 58. Our peak was at 60. And again, that's just it sitting here. I went and got a drink and everything. It was just sitting here at the main window screen right there. So again, we were sitting right at that 58 right there. Alright, so we are now in the Division 2 here. And again, as I stated before, if you watched the Vega 64 video, this is probably one of the hardest games for me to run, and even now, even with this new setup, it is. I mean, I'm sitting low hundreds. Every now and then I'll get into the, high 90s. Every now and then it'll jump up 120, 130 here and there if there's not much going on, but there's always so much going on in this game, honestly, that, like right now, I'm just sitting at base hundreds. There we go, 98, so it really depends on what's going on, the lighting and all that stuff, how fast I'm moving. Let's see. There we go. So back down to 99. So again, it's kind of like we could have an average of this game right at 100, which, yeah, I'm happy with. I wish I can get better out of this game. I can go in there and dabble with a few more settings and whatnot, But at this rate, I'm pretty happy with it. Again, this game has been so hard to run. A lot of the Ubisoft games are actually Division 2. Assassin's Creed Odyssey was also a very hard one for me to run. I always got to get in there and really tweak the settings and anything. So the Division, I'd say so-so. Not a massive improvement over the Vega 64 and the 2600. But, it's decent. Alright, so now we're going to test out Rainbow Six Siege right here. And I'm kind of bouncing around here a little bit. Like right now, when I don't have much going on, I'm looking at this wall. I'm staying around 137, 140s. Again, 1440p here, 144 hertz monitor. And then I come out to these trees and look at this, the leaves falling, everything, a little bit of light and everything. Drops down a little bit to the 120s. I got down to 111 earlier. Let's see what happens when we actually get into something here. And see where that guy just goes. Just a situation here, not multiplayer. See, we're dropping down to 112 right there. Saw a guy's feet underneath there. Let's see, so 130, 140 still, even now 146. So it's really just when we get around that foliage and the trees. Oh dear. Oh dear. Alright, so as far as Rainbow Six Siege there, again, like when we were outside, we noticed it dipped quite a bit, and then we got inside, it really just started peaking, getting up there 150s, 160s and whatnot, which was pretty exciting. So I don't know, maybe we get in there and dabble with some of the settings with the foliage and stuff like that, the textures and whatnot, maybe we get a little bit more out of it. But anyways, when we were inside, it was just amazing. But again, butter smooth, really awesome. Now, I do hear my fans going to town on the PC there. I thought it was the graphics card again, but it's honestly not. I can put my foot right down by it, and it's really not that hot and it's not gusting out there, but it is my above fans. As I stated earlier, I still need to get into my BIOS and adjust my fan curves on those. But again, coming right out of Rainbow Six Siege right here, we can see our average temperature is 77, and then our peak is 83. So as you can see, we kind of dabbled around from 60 to 80 right there. Kind of when we're in game, we're usually around 80s, you know, sometimes some 70s and whatnot, you know. So really not bad. So all in all, what do I think about this build here? Or just an upgrade, I guess we can say. I mean, it felt like a build to me. We're doing the 3 core components here, right? And it was a lot of work for me, and it felt like a build, you know. But I'm pretty happy with it. Is it like this drastic upgrade compared to what I was using before with the 2600 and the Vega 64? No, it's really not. I'm happy with the upgrade. I definitely am. I mean, you know, I'll get rid of that Vega 64 and whatnot, do another build with 2600. So I'm going to take the parts out of it and utilize them for sure. You know what I mean? But as far as the upgrade here, I'm happy with it. Again, I can get my games and stay at 100 or above right there comfortably, right? Again, minus the Division. Gosh, that game is so tough to run. But anyways, I can run all of my games very comfortably now without having to worry or really have to go in there and dabble with a whole bunch of settings, which I really like. And yes, I know there's so much better out there, the 2080 Ti, this, that, or other, but you know what? That one graphics card would probably cost as much as my entire build. You know what I mean? So what I really like about this right here, these components, or even what I had before, you know what I mean? Again, you're getting such great performance, again, at 1440p, I wouldn't say budget, but at a fair, reasonable price, you know what I mean? Just think about if you're playing at 1080p, I mean, this thing's going to be blowing it out of the water, you know what I mean? You're going to be fantastic. Get a, you know, 144 hertz monitor, 165 with this setup, you're going to be just crushing it, you know what I mean? So again, you kind of look at the dollar to value, and I really feel like this is nailing it, and it's a complete package. I'm very, very happy with it here. Now again, if you are curious more about the graphics card and the motherboard, I did unboxings of those by themselves as well, which I'll leave those videos links right down in the description there. I also tested out the graphics card with my old 2600 right there, which was pretty solid performance. So I'll leave all those videos right down below so you can check those out too, just in case you are curious about them. But all in all, across the board, I'm very, very happy with the results we got here. But hey, thank you so much for sticking around. If you stuck around for all these videos, hey, I highly appreciate it. Even if you just came by for 1 or 2, whatever, you know, thank you so much. It really means the world to me. I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for some future tech videos. Hey, I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye now.